Good.
Going great. I'm Doug. I'm from North Shore 9 post-game shows. You suckers thought you were going to get a 6-month break. Ha, ha, ha. Here I am 1 week later, not even a week after the season, and I'm back. Look out, Mitch Keller.
Yeah, I'm Scott. I'm a co-founder of Bucco Bantr podcast, former W&J pitcher. No, Noah Hiles. I cover the Pirates for the Pittsburgh Post-Gazette. There's nothing more interesting about me than that, so I'll leave it at that. Can't hear me?
Yo.
Hello.
Testing.
They probably can't hear me. Can you guys hear me now? I told you it's a work in progress. All the technical difficulties right now. I think you guys can hear me now. And obviously, if you couldn't before, introducing everyone. So go ahead, Adam. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
My name's Adam from Bucco Bantr podcast with my co-host Scott, who is right below me.
Nice. And Scott?
Scott Moore, co-host of Bucco Bantr. I'm not Noah Hiles. So yeah, that's pretty much it.
Nice. Well, welcome all to the show. The premise of the show is for people that are just tuning in. It's kind of like around the horn, bringing on different people from, North Shore 9, the media as far as like beat writers and such, and then like a lot of different Pirates content creators. And to have like a little debate here, some topics, we'll have some fun stuff, some Pirates stuff related. Before we go any further, of course, let you all know that BetOnline is the world's most trusted betting platform and your number one source for everything football. BetOnline has every stat, every matchup, and even live odds and spreads to bet on during the games. Think you know your stuff? Get in on our $200,000 mega contest and pick 5 games against the spread every week for your chance at weekly prizes and a share of $200,000. When the game's over, head on over to our online casino and get in on a game of blackjack or poker, or unwind with one of our over 150 slot games. Head to the website today, get in on the action. BetOnline, the game starts here. So, I want to put this up here and just say, the way you win this is, of course, by points. And I give you the points, and it's going to be completely objective. Psych. I just want to put it this way. Yes. All I know is the last time I talked with Doug, he left me early because he had a date. I want to put it out there and say, Bucco Bantr, I remember you guys giving me some trivia questions that I got it right with Brian Giles, and you told me I wasn't eligible for the award. So there's some beef there. And Noah, you just demolished me and gave me my first loss at fantasy football, so I definitely have some revenge on you. Just know this.
The people don't forget.
Don't. So I control the points until the final round. So whoever makes it to the final showdown, it's on you guys to vote. I'll have it in the YouTube chat. You guys can vote on who the winner will be. So let's get started. So for
but Donardo, we have the Newcastle connection, so at least I can get some slack there. No,
no, I don't care about that anymore. Beef supersedes any Newcastle connection.
All right,
come on, neighbor.
So let's head to the vibe check. All right. So what I want to go and talk about, and you all will get 2 minutes. I'm sorry, for this first time, you'll get 1 minute. So Pittsburgh has introduced the Ferris wheel on the Clemente Bridge. I'm sure you've all are aware of that. I want to know, is this something you want to see in the future? And is this something that should be there for Bucktober 2025? Doug, let's start with you.
Listen, it's, Pittsburgh Pirate baseball is not about wins and losses. It's about having a memeable experience at the game. So, you have a good pretzel, according to the team president. Say you had, whether we win or lose, just have a good time. So the Ferris wheel can only add to that. I'm sure you'll get some great photos that you can post on your social medias. Leave the Ferris wheel there. Why not? You give the kids a reason to go back to a game.
I like it. All right, Noah.
Let's look at this from different perspectives. If you're a self-loathing Pirates fan and you want to feel a little alive, that thing looks kind of dangerous. Go on there, see how much you care about your life. If you want to have joy, right? The last time this team was relevant, the last time Bucktober came to Pittsburgh, there was another gimmick right around that area. I remember. Where is it? Oh, don't have it next to me. Oh, this guy right here. A big duck. Who remembers the duck? Right? Yeah, put points on my board because I brought up the duck. This is Duck 2.0. If anything, we're foreshadowing, I think, a playoff run because another gimmick has come outside the stadium. The Sax man has lost his territory. The Sax boy has endorsed it. Everything is good for this Ferris wheel as far as I'm concerned.
All right. Adam, tell me about the Ferris wheel.
I am a hard pass on the Ferris wheel. First of all, Noah, that's Saxman's jurisdiction. How dare you? He rolls who goes over the bridge and who doesn't. Only Pittsburgh would think, hey, let's bring in a Ferris wheel. Where do you want to put it? Put it down there on the bridge. Terrible idea. Awful idea. But here's what they should do. They got to get the Gateway Clipper over there, dress it up like a pirate ship. If we're talking gimmicks, if we're talking memes, Ferris wheel, who cares? We need a pirate ship.
Why don't we have a pirate ship?
Doug, you be quiet. You'll get your chance. You be quiet. Oh.
We put a Ferris wheel on the Gateway Clipper.
The only pirate ship we have is a 12-foot child death trap that we have kids climb in center field. That's the only thing that we have.
All right, Scott, tell me yours.
All right, I'm gonna agree with my co-host here. I'm a hard pass. Listen, Pittsburgh is a hardcore, blue-collar, gritty city. I don't need a big Ferris wheel on the Clemente Bridge. When I'm watching the Pirates game, I want to sit in my seat with a cold. Hopefully, I'm speaking for all Yinzers when saying this. I want a cold, icy light, or maybe an icy mango if I'm Jim Stam. Shout out Jim Stam. And I want to watch the Pirates play with the beautiful background of the city and the Clemente Bridge. I don't want anything obstructing the Clemente Bridge. So I'm going to say hard pass on the Ferris wheel.
May I retort?
All right, you go first.
Yes, I would like to retort to the comments of Pittsburgh being a gritty city. I would agree, Scott, that it is a gritty city. A city built on steel. As the grandson of an iron worker for 50 years, I have a whole bunch of pictures of my grandfather sitting up high on metal beams, overlooking the city that he built with his bare hands and created. Sounds like we're paying homage to the blue-collar people before us by having a metal structure overlooking the greatest modern ingenuity our city has produced in the new century. So yes, put us up high on steel beams like the men who came before us so we can enjoy baseball on the North Shore. This is Pittsburgh. We're on a bridge. It's the city of bridges. This is meant to be. Thank you for my points, Ryan.
Doug, what do you got to say about that?
The Ferris wheel is representative of a blue collar. I mean, it was introduced at a World's Fair 130 years ago, put together by hardworking, non-union workers. Unions didn't exist back then. It was the highlight, the showcase of like the Chicago's World Fair. It's been, represented. It's down on the Chicago Lakeshore Drive. It shows up at state fairs and carnivals. It's all about the blue collar. It represents the city. And as I said, when you're taking the kids to the game, more often than not, they're leaving a little unhappy. You put them on the Ferris wheel, they go home happy.
They got the kids involved. I like that. Scott?
For the children.
I just gotta say, I'm thinking of this in the sense of Bucktober, right? If we're here during a Pirates playoff game, I don't want to see a Ferris wheel on the bridge. Doug, you made a good point. The kids are often leaving unhappy. It's a great point. I'm obviously not well read on Ferris wheel history either, so gotta read up on that. But maybe I just need to take a stroll out my front door here and go try the Ferris wheel for myself, and then come back with my opinion.
If you can do that in the next 2 minutes, you'll get some bonus points. All right, Adam, finish us off.
Yeah. Why should these kids be happy? I haven't been happy for 30 years. Why do they get to be happy when they leave the ballpark? They should have to go through what we went through in order to be a true Pirates fan. Also, great. If a Ferris wheel is Pittsburgh, build a Ferris wheel. Have the people of Pittsburgh build a Ferris wheel. Don't roll one in on an F-150 that probably came over from Ohio. If you're going to do it right. Also, Scott hasn't had an icy light all year. He only drinks Topo Chicos.
Oh,
got him.
That hurts. Because honestly, you know what? He was speaking to me. He mentioned some beer, and I was like, I give him a point. But now I don't know.
I would like to add that I am the only person on this panel that has witnessed 2 Pirates World Series victories. So there are some downsides to being 107 years old, but hey, I got to see 2 Game 7 wins. So
What does that have to do with Ferris wheels?
Nothing. That's why I got no points. I like it though. So let's look at the board here. We got Doug with 3 points, Noah with 4, Adam with 5. And I had to give you some extra points there because you know what? You're right. Damn it. We've endured enough losing. These kids, as Jordan said, F them children. And then Scott too. So there's your standings right now. Let's move on to our next. So as we mentioned here, this one's going to be, you'll have 2 rounds for your first discussion, and then we'll have another minute for rebuttal. All right. So Ben Cherington spoke. And as Ben Cherington typically does, he speaks a lot of nothing, but he did say something here. He said, even though they won 76 wins, this team has improved. They've gotten better. They're going to continue to improve. So I want to ask you guys, do you think this team has improved? And of course, tell me why. Let's go ahead and start this one off with Noah. Noah, I think you're muted. Maybe not. I don't know what's going on. They can't hear you. But I can hear you. Try talking again. Oh my God. This is a disaster.